G'day, Syriac.
Hi. I don't think I know your name. Sorry, teacher.
Oh, let me change it so that you can see. 1 second, then you can keep remembering it. It's Miss Sterling.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah, can you say Sterling?
Uh, Sterling.
Yeah,
Sterling.
perfect. Yeah, perfect. Exactly, Miss Sterling. Yeah.
It's Mr. Mr. Okay.
I'll put my full name actually. I think I might start getting people to say Miss Nadine. That is my first name. There.
Miss Nadine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's better my pronunciation. Miss
Nadine.
Nadine. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I think I'll go by Miss Nadine. Miss Neri said to tell students your name is Miss Sterling, but I like Miss Nadine. It's more friendly, I think.
Yeah, better.
I'll change it again. Oh, are you hot?
Yeah, it's quite warm in my room. Yeah.
It's hot, hot, hot. I live in I've moved into a new house, and my landlord who lives here, um, he doesn't like us using the air conditioning because it costs too much money.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I'm just hot all the time. Yes. I think later on, when he knows me better, he might let me use it when he trusts me.
Yeah, hopefully it's not that hot this year.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, for the fires, I hope we have more rain this year so we
Oh,
don't get so many bushfires.
yeah.
Yeah, we've had too many. Um, okay, so today in this class, Syria, we do this is called email writing,
Yeah.
but we treat it a bit like letter writing as at the same time. We just don't write letters anymore, like paper letters, so we call it email, but it's the same structure. So I will open our work, not that one, that one. And you can see, which link did you use today, Syriac, to
I
come
use
to Zoom? The one
well,
on
huh? Sorry.
WhatsApp or Moodle?
Moodle. I usually use Moodle. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no worries. We're just having trouble with our links, so some people, yeah, can't get in. All right, so can you see over here we've got letter writing, informal letter.
Yeah.
So an informal letter, as you, I'm sure you know, is to your friends, family. Formal is to your boss or to, I don't know, the government. Yeah, an application letter is formal. Informal is to your friends. So we write a different way. Okay, so I'll get you to copy this down just so that you can refer back to it when we move the screen. These are our 8 steps to letter writing, and they're always the same in this class, regardless of the type of letter we write. So if you just write 8 steps and write 1 to 8 of what they are. Have you got a notebook?
Uh, yeah, somewhere here. But if you don't mind, can you put on the chat box for me, please?
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so this is our vocabulary. So over this side, we've got formal, and this side, we've got informal. So the words can have the same meaning. They just are written a different way. So for example, we've got delay, postpone. I must delay, or I must postpone our meeting. But you would say to your friend, I have to put off our movie date. Yep. So what do you think we could change inform to? Make it informal.
Sorry, let me know.
Yeah, good. Perfect. And what about the next one? Contact?
Maybe well, contact. Can I say something like, can you phone me back?
Yeah, we could say that. Can you contact? So try to put contact in a sentence. So will you contact me tomorrow regarding this, or will you maybe get back to me?
Oh, get back. Okay.
So same as what you said, phone me back, but get back to me tomorrow. Or if you were talking about someone else, you could say, can you call mum? Something like that. And what about obtain?
Is it like get?
Yep. Yep.
I obtain this information.
Yeah.
Is it get?
Yeah. Yep. So if you were writing to a real estate agent, you would say, I would like to obtain a new lease or obtain a new flat or something. So yeah, if it was your friend, you could say, I want to get a new house. This is the lady that likes Jim Quick.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
I'll just see where the other students are. One moment.
Yeah, good,
There
thank
are
you.
some issues.
Syria,
Yeah.
Syria came through Moodle. She's gone. All right. So apologize. This is probably easy.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry. And request.
I need.
I need. Yep. Or maybe can I have? So can I have mum's number? Something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Establish.
Start up.
Yeah, start up. Perfect. Discover.
Find out.
Yeah, good work, Syriac. Handle.
Carry. Is it like carry out or carry on or just carry?
Handle. I have 6 kids. They are hard to handle. Or if you were talking to the council or the government, you might say, who handles the road work? Who looks after? So you might say to your mum, can you look after dinner next week? Like that?
With this word handle, is that like, can you bear with it?
Can I what? Sorry?
Bear, like bear in mind, bear. Can you bear with this issue?
Not real. A little bit. Yeah, I think. Hang on, we've got another student. Yeah, possibly you could say, like, are you able to handle the
So Sol's a new student, Nad. You might have to do a little bit of
We're from level.
selling her in.
We're from level. Hello, Soleil. Can I see your camera? Can we see your face?
Yes.
Hello, nice to meet you. Welcome to class. Where are you from, Soleil?
I'm from Chile.
From
Hi,
Chile. Beautiful, beautiful. Chile, it's beautiful.
I know.
Syriac and Soleil, you are both new students in this class, so say hi.
Nice to
hi.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nerida, Syriac is her favorite author is Jim Quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
he's good.
Smart girl.
yeah, we were talking yesterday. Okay, thank you, Nerida. All right, so Soleil, this class is letter writing or email writing. Okay, so we're learning the structure, but today we're looking at informal. This word here is informal. So when you write an email to your friends or your family, you just write informal words. If you write to your boss or your teacher or your real estate or the government, you would use these sort of words, formal. Okay, so we're just trying to change the formal word into an informal word over here. So can you help me with the next one, Soleil? This word, can you read this? You're on mute. Thank you.
Increase.
Increase. What do you think we could change that to make it informal when we talk to our friend?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay, so I'll put it in an example in a formal way. Hey, Richie, welcome.
Want to inform you that I could not come to class today.
Oh, you cannot come to class? Are you not well, Richie? Sorry, your volume is very low. Are you okay?
I'm not okay this year.
Oh, I'm sorry, Richie. Is it your hay fever again?
I think this one is like with the cover. Really chest pain.
Okay, all right. Well, you rest, Richie, and we'll see you tomorrow, okay? Hopefully you feel better. Bye. Rest well. Thank you. Bye, Richie.
I think
Okay, so if I put increase into a sentence in a letter, Soleil, you might write to your real estate agent and say, please do not increase my rent this year. So increase means make it higher. So if you pay $400 a week, increase would be $500 a week. Goes up. So what's a informal word that means the same?
No, I know what increase means. It's just like I'm trying to think in an informal word for increase.
Okay, all right. Well, you keep thinking. Maybe Syriac can help you. What do you think, Syriac? Have you any ideas?
Yeah, I think like put more, add more.
Add more? Yeah,
Yeah,
add more. We
put
could
more.
say that.
Yeah.
Add more. Yeah.
Extra? No.
Yeah, extra. Yeah, we could say extra actually in an informal sort of way. I don't. So if you're talking to your friend about your rent, you might say, "Oh, I'm worried they will charge me extra." Yeah. So
Boost, for example.
boost. Yep. Yeah, boost. So if you were at the gym trainer might boost your workout. It might increase your weight load, but you say to your friend, he made me boost my weights up. All right, so this one we've got children. What
Kid,
about, yeah, would you like to try this one, Soleil? What's an informal?
kid.
Did you say kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
Hello,
Kids.
teacher.
Oh, hi there, Kanlu. How are you today?
Yeah, not bad. Thank you. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. Very hot in Adelaide. Would you like to turn your camera on so you can meet our new student, Soleil?
Yeah, as I look at the reason before, so my Wi-Fi is always bad. So when I
Okay.
try to turn on the
Yeah,
camera, I'm really sorry about that. So
that's okay.
sometimes I have to use the 4G for the learning.
That's okay. I understand everyone's having problems with internet lately. So that's all good, Kanlu. But we have a new student, Soleil.
Yes.
Soleil.
Hello, Solly.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, Kanlu, we're writing letters. We're writing email letters. So we're changing formal to informal with our
Yeah.
vocabulary. We're up to here. Can
Yeah.
you give me an informal word of many or much? Something you would say to your friend.
A lot.
Perfect. And what about meat? Syria?
See?
See?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
see? Or another
Catch
good
up.
one?
Catch up.
Perfect. Yeah. In Australia, we love to say catch up.
Mm.
And allow. Solo?
Oh wow. Mm, let it happen. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Let it happen. Let it happen. I like it. We can say many things informally, can't we?
Mm,
Yeah, so
yeah.
let it happen. You could just say even let. Will you let the kids come over next week? Yep. Or will you let me borrow your car, for example? Yep. And what about concern? How about we go back to Kanlu? Concern.
Care.
Yeah, care. That's a nice one, isn't it? Care. We can also sort of change that around and have like not negative, but sometimes we worry.
Oh, yeah, worry.
Yeah, especially our mums. All right, and we've got this one down here. I'll have to move my screen in a moment, but object. So object can be different things, but in a formal way. Going back.
Stops.
Sorry, Syriac, can you say
Uh,
again?
stops. 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 Is it my
Stops.
pronunciation?
Yeah, you can say stop, but in this case, if we think about the formal example, excuse me, you might say, I object to the rent being increased.
Deny. Is it? In this case.
Probably not informal. Anyone else?
Well, if it's the word object, could be a thing, for example, thing.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. This word can have some different meanings. So if we say there is an object in the street which is dangerous, if you're writing to the government, that would be a thing. So you could say anything. You could say rock. You could say clothes if you were wanting to borrow some clothes. But object, I don't want it to happen. I object. Don't want it to happen. And this is another formal, I guess, word, but it's a good way to understand I protest. So you might say to your friend, I protested against the new road being built. And in that case, Syria, you could go back to what you said, and you could say more, not so much just stopped, but tried to stop. Because stop is just end, but if you try to stop, you're objecting, you're saying no.
I'm not sure what do you mean, because I did say like that's stop, like STUFF, stuff, not stop.
Oh, stuff. I thought you said stop.
No.
So you said the same as Solo in the beginning, stuff. Yep, perfect. Let's put stuff there as well. Yeah, sorry about that. All right, so we've got lots of different ways to say object. And going back to what Solo was talking about, yeah, there's many ways to use informal language, informal vocabulary when we're talking to our friends and family. Okay. Sole and Hanlu, I'm going to put this in chat. I'd like you to keep a copy if you could. So these are our steps to letter writing, and they're the same steps every time, okay?
Yep.
Can you see that now in our chat box?
Yeah, we see it.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, we've got one or two more. Offer.
Give,
Yeah, give for offer, and friends.
mate, house,
Okay. So if we go back to our list, we've got our opening and our closing. So in an informal letter, we can still say Dear Syriac. We could also just say, especially now in a, sorry guys, I'm just trying to get my pen back. Especially now in a more informal email situation, which we all use, or even on social media when we DM people, we could just say things like, G'day. We can say hi. We can say hello. Okay, but dear is the basic structure. And then when we close, when we're saying goodbye, this is nice to use for our dear friends or our close family. So you might say love Nadine or love from Nadine. Okay. If you're just writing a very, very casual letter, you would say something like, see ya later. Okay. Let's put some examples in the chat box, guys. So at the moment, I want you to just do an opening and a closing in the chat box. So whatever you like, you can write it to somebody you know, you can write it to your mum or your best friend or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, whatever you like. So to somebody and then a goodbye, an opening and a closing. Hey, Mum. That's sweet. So sometimes this can translate into text messages when it's informal, and that would be very, very appropriate for text messaging. What would you write, Sole, if you hadn't seen your mum for a long time? In a letter, which obviously will be an email, or think about writing a letter to her. You haven't seen her for a long time.
Yeah, I think I will probably like with capital letters like mom.
Mom, hey.
And like closing with we love you, like very we
So
also with letters.
more emotional, more
Yeah.
about how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe with
that's,
some emojis.
yeah.
Like
Well, think about writing an email. So as I said, this can all translate into now we have text messaging, we have social media DMs. So I want you to kind of keep the actual letter structure in your head. Okay. All right, what else have we got? Syriac, hi Andy. You need to put a small I there, Syriac, so it's just like that. Hi Andy, see you soon. And let's keep practicing our full stops. So soon with a full stop at the end. And Kanlu, g'day bro, and see ya. That's very informal, isn't it? All right, you all did good work. And once again, Kanlu, please make sure you use your full stops. But it was good how you used the comma there for g'day bro. All right, good work, guys. So now we're going to start our letter. So look back at the 8 steps to letter writing that is in the chat there. So number 2 is very close to starting your letter, but in an informal way. We like going back to the emotion. We like to sort of say, hey, it's been so long, or how was your day, or I miss you, or, you know, I like to tell my friends how much I care about them, things like that. So that's a good way to start your letter, and then go into something like this, which will let you then explain your background and your purpose. Does that make sense to everyone?
yes.
Yep. All right, let's try that. Let's try starting your letter, and then so maybe 2 sentences. So one to start your letter, and then the next one giving a background or a purpose, telling them why you're writing. Remember, 2 sentences. Can I help anyone? Are you going okay? Thinking. Oh, Siri. Hi, Andy. Thank you for your birthday. Really appreciate your kindness. Okay, that's great. So you've done 3 sentences, Syria. So thank you for your birthday gift last week. And then you go into your purpose. Yep, that's awesome. Perfect. So you're starting it really well, and then you get it going straight into your purpose. You want to thank them. And then I can see you've gone on to ending. So that's your 3rd letter, but we might fill it out a little bit more. Okay. So just wait a second and go back. Yep. Hang on one second, Solly. Go back and have a look at the letter structure for a second, Syriac, while we wait for the others. Okay. Go back to the 8 steps. Yes, Solly, what were you saying?
No, nothing.
Oh, you're okay? Sorry. You have great eyebrows, Solly.
Thank you. I try.
Do you do them yourself?
Yes. I just put like I use like a brush, like a gel.
Yeah, I have a gel like that, but it doesn't stay in my eyebrows very well,
It's
especially when it's hot. It melts.
God, it's been so hot today.
Oh, so hot. How long have you been in Australia for, Solly?
4 years and a half
4 years and a half. Okay, nice. Where do you live?
in Melbourne,
Whereabouts?
Northcote.
Northcote?
Yeah,
Okay. Is that very close to the city?
it's like 30 minutes by train. It's like in the north side, like near to Fitzroy or Brunswick.
Okay. All right. I'm actually in Adelaide, which is in South Australia.
Yeah. I have a friend that lives there.
Oh, really? Do you know where they live?
I know that she's like very close to the airport.
Okay, yeah. The airport is it's very close to everything. Adelaide's small, so
Yeah, she tells
yeah, it could be like it might be
me that
Glenelg.
it's small.
Okay, so when you say you've lived in Australia, you would say in English 4.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you said, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sol, how long have you lived in Australia?
4 years and a half.
4 years and a half?
Or 4 and a
Is
half.
that right, Miss Sterling?
That's what I was
You
just
said 4.5 years.
That's
How
better.
you say it?
4.5. 4.5. Same as if you had a little person in your life. So if you had a little brother, you might say he is 4.5 years old. I have lived in Australia for 4.5 years.
4.5 years. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
no worries. All right. Ah, Nadia, how are you?
Sorry, I have to say hello. Hey, Nads. How are you?
Sorry.
That's okay. You're working hard.
Yes, my work finished 3:30. It's very close, but
That's okay. It's nice to see you. Welcome back.
thank you.
Okay,
Sorry, Nat.
that's okay. That's good, Solly. I like that. So I have been busy. That's your opening. So now I want you to think about your purpose. So go back to your 8 steps at the beginning of the chat
Mhm.
and think about the next point. So we have 8
So-
steps to letter writing. We've done the opening, which is
Okay.
hello, and then you've said how have you been? Question mark, which means informally you are, you know, it's been a long time. You're making that impression. Now I want you to think about what the purpose is, because you wrote, I've been so busy at work that I didn't have time to reply to your last email. That is still a little bit like an opening. That's still kind of saying, hello, this is why I haven't been in touch. Now I'm going to tell you something, why I'm actually talking to you. All right, Kanlu. Hi, bro. Thank you. 1 second, Nadia. I'll let you know what we're doing. I just read some answers. Hi, bro. Thanks for your listening. Thank you for and sharing when I have a bad notice. I really appreciate it. Okay, Kanlu, your last sentence, just let you know that I really appreciated it, is very good, but we would change let to letting. Just letting you know that I really
yeah.
appreciated it.
Yep.
So with your first sentence, you would just say, thank you for listening. So take away the your.
Yeah.
And how could we change that? And sharing bad mood. Let's change sharing. I know what you're trying to say, but to keep the sentence, because it's a good sentence, let's say an understanding. Let's change that to, hi, bro. Thank you for listening and understanding when I have a bad mood. Just letting you know that I really appreciated it. How's that sound, Kanlu?
Yeah. Quite good.
All right,
Understand.
can you please change that in chat for me?
Sure.
Love from your little sister. That's sweet. All right, Nadia, if you can look over here on the screen.
Yes, I'm now in my cell phone, but I need my notebook. Start now. We're not looking good in my cell phone.
It's not easy to see in your cell
Yes,
phone. Is that what you mean?
but
It's hard. Okay, no worries. We
but
can
now my
work
notebook
with that.
on.
Okay, so what we are doing today is doing.
I'm looking now. Yes,
Cool,
yes,
cool.
yes.
Okay, so we're doing letter writing and we're
Okay.
doing informal. So
Mhm.
I'll put this in chat so you can keep going back to it. These are our 8 steps to letter writing.
Okay. Yes.
So they're in the chat for you now.
Okay.
When we write an informal letter, it's usually to our friends and our family. So our vocabulary is more easy, more slang, not very formal. So for example, if I said delay, postpone in a letter to my boss or my real estate agent, but with my friends, I can say put off.
Okay.
All right, so what we're doing at the moment is just going through those 8 steps. So can you just write me an opening
Okay.
and a closing, just for an example, just to try. So you can write dear mum, or hi mum, or g'day to your friend Sam, g'day Sam, something like that.
Okay.
And then try to think of a closing. So it can be see ya, or I'll see you next week, or love Nadia. Okay.
Okay.
Right, so just try that. So, okay,
In chat
Lou,
box?
hi, sorry. Oh, in chat box.
Yeah.
Hi, bro. Thank you for listening and understanding when I have a bad mood. Perfect. Just letting you know that I really appreciate. Yep, excellent. That's really good. We might make that a bit fuller. So, Syriac and Lou. I want, and I guess Soleil as well. I want you to make your letter a bit longer. I want some more information in there. So
Yeah.
you've given me the opening. You've all given me nearly the background and purpose. Soleil, you need a bit more. But then let's try it. Information A. Just think of anything. You could say you went to grandma's birthday party last week, which your brother or whoever you are speaking to didn't go to. So you're telling them about the party. Or you got a new job, so you're telling them about something that's happened in your life. So we've got 3 and 4. So let's try 2 sentences about 2 new ideas that you want to tell your friend or family.
I changed mine quite a bit.
Thank you. Ah, perfect. Perfect. Yep,
Yep.
awesome. All right, keep going. So 2 sentences now about information. You can keep talking about the job. Soleil, you might say it went really well, but I wore the wrong shoes or something, okay? Okay, is that your friend's name, Nadia? Debbie?
No, sorry. No, I innocent.
I'm thinking I would
Sorry.
like you to write in English if that's
Oh,
okay.
sorry. In yes, it's in Spanish, but the change. I don't know what change. It's
It's very
beer.
hot. It's very hot,
It's
Nadia, and
beer
you've been
change.
busy, so I understand.
Sorry.
¿Ah?
In class.
Oh, did we lose someone? Oh, Nadia's gone somewhere. We have some different phrases over here that might help you a little bit to start your sentences. Okay, that's really good information. So that's 1, Soleis, but
Okay.
I need to change some things.
Okay.
So if you just listen and read while I speak, I was about to go there. So it's go, not got.
Oh, maybe I wanted to say was about to get there.
Gets there, perfect. I was about to get there. but it started to pour.
Okay.
No ing, just pour. Down.
Pour down. Okay.
Yep, so just change got to get and take ing off pour, and that is perfect. And then one more sentence, please. Okay, that's really good, Syriac, how you're keeping the letter going. I like that. Thank you. Hey, Nadia, you're back. You're back. Can you hear me, Nadia? No, she can't hear me. I just want to let you know that I really appreciated your kindness. Your birthday gift is extremely gorgeous. I could wear the dress to any parties. I am quite surprised you still remember my favorite color. We spell color with a U. By the way, I have to go to the city next weekend, so hopefully we can catch up. Let me know if you're free. If you cannot make it, it is fine. No drama. That's awesome, Siri. Perfect.
Yeah, but I don't think I add the word no drama in a sentence correct. I mean, how can I make it, better in the writing? Because I feel like I'm texting, like no drama.
Yeah. Let's just write. If you cannot make it, it is fine and no drama. That's fine. I think that is fine. I would say that no drama. No, when we say that in Australia, we just mean no problem.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. If you can't make it, and maybe use more adjectives. So to make it a bit more informal, let me know if you are free. If you can't make it, it's fine and no drama.
Yeah.
Okay, Soleil, I was about to get there, but it started to pour down and I was soaking wet when I arrived. Good. My shoes full of water and the receptionist was not too nice at first when she saw me. Okay, so that next sentence, Soleil, my shoes were full of water.
Yeah, but I'm trying to be informal.
We still have to say were because you're talking about what happened in the past. So that's just grammar. That's not formal or informal. That's just grammar. So my shoes were full of water.
Okay.
Receptionist was not too nice at first when she saw me. Yep, that's perfect. That's fine. And Kanlu, how are you doing? Kanlu, when you put a question mark, you don't need a full stop.
Yep.
So doing is just question mark and then I'm like that.
Yep.
I'm writing to see if you could help me with a favor. And my family will come back from Vietnam next week. So write these down as I say them, then you can change it, Kanlu. I'm writing to see if you could help me with a favor.
Wait.
As you know,
If you could help me with a favor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Another way of saying that, I'm writing to see if you could do me a favor.
Could you if you could do me a favor, yeah.
Yeah, you could do me a favor. So take help out and
Yeah.
change it. As you know, my family will come back from Vietnam. So where are they coming? Are they coming? So they're in Vietnam now. Does that mean what you mean? As you know, my family will come back from.
They in Australia and they will come back like they gonna return,
We'll go back. Go
or we
back.
go back.
Yeah. Go back to Vietnam next week.
Yep.
And we can't find anyone to take
Okay.
care of. So we can't find anyone to take care of my cat. Would you mind helping me with that? Would you mind helping me with that? The next one, I would really appreciate it. I'll write that down. I will really appreciate it. And we'll be hearing from you soon, full stop. We'll be hearing from you soon, full stop, like that. All right, good. So Nadia, dear friends. Okay, so you're writing to many people in one email, Nadia?
Sorry,
writing-
sorry, what is the oh, I don't know in English. The talking about the what is the now? I'm writing the friends or for
You can write,
everything.
yeah. Oh, the sub,
So
what are you talking about?
yes.
Yeah, okay, I understand. You can talk about anything, so your choice.
Anything.
You can tell
Okay.
them about the weather, a new job, your
Oh, okay.
boyfriend, your dog. Okay.
Okay.
So are you talking to many friends or just one?
No, just one.
Okay, so you just write friend, dear friend, but for a formal and informal letter, we would write dear and then name.
Okay. Yes, dear
Yep,
Macarena.
perfect. Dear Macarena. Now, you already know her, so you don't write nice to meet you. If we go back over here, Nadia, we want to think about how to start the letter. So maybe you haven't written for a very long time. Or maybe Macarena has already written you an email and you're replying. So
Yes, no, nice to meet you. Yes, this is my
yeah,
friend.
you already know her. You only say nice to meet you to a new friend.
Yeah. Understand.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So you try one sentence
Yeah.
to start your letter
Okay.
like this. And Syriac and Sole, you can go on to the next point, which is you've both done two lots of information sentences. Now a request. I want you to ask them something. It can be anything you want. You might want to borrow new shoes for your next interview, Soleil, off your mum.
Okay.
Or maybe you want money to buy new shoes off your
Yeah, I
mum.
was thinking something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Syriac, I know you've written your whole letter, but let's see how we can make a request in there. So you've already quested, hopefully we can catch up. What if you put in the middle there something about where and the time you would like to catch up? So a place in the city?
Yeah. I just think I want to write to someone else, like my sister or
Yep.
a
Do you want
friend.
to start a new letter?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, thank you.
Kanlu.
Yeah.
Yep. So your first sentence, it's DOING, not H.
Sorry about that. I tried to type in this maybe fast, so
Yeah,
quick.
simple mistake, no problem. And the last,
Oh,
second last sentence, would you
yeah.
mind helping me with that?
With that.
Would
With
you mind helping me with that?
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
really, yeah, but very good, perfect. And yeah, all right, so still waiting for Nadia. So when you write this letter, Syriac, you try to do each step now exactly, okay?
Okay.
So your new letter, just start with each step one by one.
Okay.
And remember, we have phrases over here as well that you can look at. So Soleil, you're probably looking about here. Oh, that's really good, Nadia. So your first one, you wrote, I hope, I hope. So just change, I hope you are very well, like this. You are. But the second sentence is perfect.
I
Like this. I hope
knew
you are very
very
well. Yep, perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, Nadia, now please go back up to the 8 steps.
okay.
And I want you to then write some information. So you're talking about the job. That's why you're telling your friend, Macarena,
Okay.
why you're writing. Now tell her about the job. Maybe tell her what the job is, what you have to do, some nice people you met at work.
Okay.
So
Understand.
two sentences.
Okay.
All right. Kanlu.
Yeah.
So I think you can probably start a new letter. Syriac's writing a letter. Soleil's writing a request sentence. So how about you look over here, Kanlu? We've got an exercise.
Exercise what?
Yep, so we've got an Australian friend is coming to visit you, and it will be his or her birthday during the visit. Write a letter to your friend. In your letter, I want you to say how you feel about the visit. Suggest what you could do on their birthday. Try to find out what your friend thinks of this idea. Okay, so we have some examples. So this is how they feel, especially this part. I'm really looking forward and I hope. This one, number 3, this is what you could do, but it's not about the birthday yet. And this is about the birthday. And then this one, number 5, let me know what you think. Can you try this letter?
Yeah, I
Kindly?
will. Yep.
Thank you. Yep, perfect. Perfect, Solo. No mistakes in there. I like that. I just pretended that it was all good and the interview went very well. It's the best we can do sometimes, isn't it? And however the shoes are ruined, and I'm so that's nice how you said how you feel as well about the shoes rather than just saying, because see, even though we're writing to people that we know well, it's still good to be polite and caring.
Yeah,
So you don't just want to say, give me money.
yeah, that's why I said like, oh, I'm so sad. Ah,
Yeah, yeah. But you are sad. I mean, that is true. You're not lying. All right. So have you written your closing? Did you write your closing all the way back here? No,
me?
no, yep, you. So can you just do a closing for your letter?
Okay.
Yep. So go back to your 8 steps and think about. So you've asked for the request. Number 6 is signal close. So you're building up to the close before you actually say goodbye. So I hope you enjoy the weekend coming up, or it was nice to talk to you. Looking forward to hearing from you. Goodbye, Sole.
Okay.
You're all doing really good, guys. You okay, Nadia?
Yeah, sorry, send now.
That's no worries. As long as you're okay. Do you remember where you were up to, Nadia?
Sorry,
You
what?
remember what number you are?
Remember what?
So in our 8 steps to letter writing.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
understand now, but I'm not sure.
That's okay. Whatever you have, I will help you. I started 1 week ago. It is in a factory that makes ropes. Perfect. When we say rope, we can just, for plural, we can just write rope.
Rope.
So they are both correct. Rope. And
Ah,
I have many ropes in the car. I work at a factory that makes rope. Both mean plural.
oh, okay. Understand.
Okay. It is located in Carrum Downs, so the D needs a capital.
Oh, downs. Okay.
Yep. And then 5 minutes, just drive, not driving, drive.
5 minutes. Just right. Only right.
Yep. So I started 1 week ago. It is in a factory that makes rope. It is located in Carrum Downs, 5 minutes drive from my house. That's really good. Really, really good. Okay, so that's your information about your job.
The child for
Sorry, say that again, Nadia.
more specific the job
Yeah, exactly. You're telling them details.
detail.
So,
Yes, I say this. No,
yeah, that's
okay.
okay. And when we write an informal letter, we want to tell our friends and family more things about us, what we're doing, how we feel about things.
Okay.
So if you go to number 5 now, request, I want you to ask Margarina something. So it could be anything like, can you write back to me? Or, how is your new job going? When will you be coming to Carrum Downs? Anything like that.
Okay.
But I want you to make it, like we said, more details. So I want you to put some ideas in there.
Okay. Go.
And Syria. You might be surprised to see my email. That first sentence, you might be surprised. See my email. I hope you're doing well. I just want to borrow your car next month from the 4th of December until. That's my friend from overseas. When we write dates, we tend to, especially formal, we'll probably write from the 4th to the 10th of December. My friend from overseas has an S. Is coming down to Melbourne and they don't have much money. Okay, so that sentence needs to be, as my friend from overseas is coming down to Melbourne and they don't have much money to hire a car. That's a good sentence though. Good clauses. Just need to write is, which is your verb, your be verb in that sentence, what they're actually doing. I know you have one extra car in the garage. That would be so helpful. Maybe it would be so helpful to make it a bit more informal. It would be so helpful if you can help me out. I can cover the cost if you need. Yep, that's good. Put if there are any issues, You don't need to write future because they know you're talking about the car. Any issues with the car, you can just write, if there are any issues, I will take care of them. Okay. Now, you need to, oh, who's got a headache? Oh, poor Kanlu, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Can I just take a little bit rest and I'm gonna come back with the red class today?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, just rest for
Yeah, I will take
uh,
some medicine like
for
a
half an
Panadol.
hour, lay down, have some water, have
Yeah,
a drink of water. That always
yeah.
helps. And I'll see you in red if you feel better, okay?
Thank you, teachers. Thank you for understanding.
You're welcome. Good work today, Kanlu.
Yeah, bye-bye, teacher. We'll see
Bye.
you later. Yeah.
See you. All right. So I will attach some ideas, Sole. I will attach some ideas so you can help me choose a new pair. You have the best taste. That's a good sentence. Also, I just remembered you have that dinner party tomorrow. Good luck on that. That's really nice, Sole. That first sentence,
Mm.
I will attach some, I'll just write pictures of shoes I like.
We'll attach some pictures
I will attach
instead of
some
ideas.
pictures of shoes I like.
Pictures of shoes. Okay.
Can you help me pick a new pair? Maybe like that. Oh, hang on. I sent it to Carlu. Sorry. There we go. Maybe like that. Is it a bit more informal? I know what you're trying to say,
Mhm.
but it just sounds a bit more informal and a bit more direct.
So informally has to be more direct.
Yeah, a bit more direct. I will attach some ideas. For me as an English speaker, it sounds like I don't know, I just feel like I need to change that
I
word
said
idea.
ideas instead of pictures because obviously you will realize that the ideas are pictures. I mean, like you understand the context.
That's why I wrote of shoes I like.
Mm-hmm.
That's your ideas of what I like. Yeah, that's what I mean about it being more direct. These are my ideas, but I like them. What do you think? Sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I like. I need your help to decide.
No, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but everything else is perfect. And you've done the closings. So now all you need to do is just say, love Sole.
Okay.
All right, so Syria, can you now go over to this exercise over here on the screen, and Solo can when she comes back. So here is an example. So just read this and then go through the examples. But I want you to write some new examples. And down here, this is an idea of brainstorming. So how do you feel about the visit? You might feel very bad about the visit. You might not want them to come, but how are you going to say that? How do you feel? So some feeling words. Do you remember we did the feeling adjectives on Monday, I think it was?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So feeling words, Sole, You know, I feel excited. I feel, maybe you feel embarrassed because your house is messy, or, you know, it's just how you feel. So think about words, suggest what to do. So this is an idea about going to a theme park, but you know, maybe you want to just go to the beach and tell them you go to a really beautiful beach and you want to show them the beach. Okay, but just follow this idea using our structure that we just did, and then when you're stuck, break it down into words. Does that make sense, Solly? You look a bit confused.
I just got confused because it says dear Shane instead of hi Shane. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's this is following look, I guess there is a correct way of writing a letter in English. So when I was young, when I went to school, we would always start a letter exactly the same. Even if it was for my mother, it was about being polite. So you can still say, dear mum. It's like the word dear, you are dear to me.
So it can be using formal and informal.
Exactly. Yeah, it can be. But what I'm trying to get you to think of is how we have many platforms now. So once it was just paper. Now we have email, text messages, DMs, etc., etc. And they can all have a different style. All right. So it's fine to start your letter with dear mum, but you can also write hi mum, g'day mum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
So
started.
now we have to start to write a letter, or we just have to.
Yep. I want you to write another letter. I want you to use these ideas. So in your letter, this is what you're writing about. Okay. You've got an Australian friend coming to visit you. It will be their birthday while they're there. You're writing a letter to this friend. In your letter, you must say how you feel, suggest what you could do for the birthday, and then find out what your friend thinks of the idea. So I feel excited about you coming to visit. It's your birthday. Let's go to the beach. What do you think of that? But make it longer with more ideas in there, more information, more details. How you going, Nadia? Okay, no worries, Nadia. Okay, I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes to write this, okay? And I'm going to turn off my camera so that you can have some quiet time. But I'm still here. And I'm going to put a timer on. Nadia, Nadia, I just changed your sentences a little bit. You needed to make some full stops. You had too many, one, you had sorry, you had one big sentence.
Okay.
Okay, and I just changed
Ah,
your,
no, full stop. Okay, yeah.
yeah, and I just changed your grammar a little bit.
I don't know when explain my work because it's a rope. It's many ropes, big rope put in a small
Yep, no, I understand exactly what you're saying. So you've made it clear that you use two machines. Hang on. So you've made it clear that you use two machines.
yeah.
One is for like the big lengths
Mm-hmm.
or the big long ones. So that's why I changed this one to make it clearer that you're doing two things. So this is one sentence. And it makes, is that right? 100 from 100 to 500?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's one type, only 100. Many when finished. Other,
So we can take away 500. One machine passes the ropes to reels of
one machine is for 100, 500. I have a count.
Okay, all right. I think I know what you mean. One machine passes the ropes to different size reels. Some are 100 and some are more. Like that?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay. And also you could add at the end and labels and packs them because that's important. And then the number 2 machine is same thing, but it's the raw material which makes the smaller ropes. Oh, I wrote rolls, not rolls, ropes, not rolls.
It's not rope, it's the material for make the ropes.
Yeah. So that's why you said raw material. Oh, no, that is right. To smaller rolls, yeah. And then then those smaller ones go to the big one, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. So probably ignore the last message. Ignore the last message. I am wrong. Right. So, yeah, do you understand why I've changed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it a bit like I was saying to Soleil, like you want more direct detail when you're talking to your friends because you want them to know what you're doing. Maybe you could even say the big machine is really, really hard. So I don't like working on that, but the small machine is fine. You could, because that's what you want your friends to know, all these important details in your life, You care about your friends and your friends care about you.
Okay.
All right, so we've got Syria. So, okay, sorry, Nadia, you can now go on to trying to close. So go back up to your 8 steps. So you want to start to close your, was it close? No, sorry, it's request. You need to ask them some information. Ask them a question.
Ask the question for my friend, do you know for my work? or the question for her?
You can change the subject. So you might want to ask how her children are, or how her husband is, or
no,
how.
no children, no husband.
Okay, so does she have animals? Does she go? What are her
Oh
hobbies?
yes, animal. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe ask
Understand.
her things about herself.
Okay.
Okay. Or maybe what is on Netflix? What is she watching on Netflix?
Okay.
My favorite subject. Okay,
Okay.
Syriac, dear Anon Aon, nice name. Thank you for your email. I am so excited that you're coming to Melbourne and celebrate your birthday. You are coming to Melbourne, and so that first sentence, Syriac, you are coming to Melbourne and will celebrate your birthday here next year.
Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, there are tremendous restaurants and activities we can do. Or we can visit, might be better, because you visit a restaurant.
Okay.
What I can suggest is you need to be specific and make up your mind what you want to do. After that, I will make a booking for you. Yep, good. But for me, I really like the theme park in the city. Yep. It is so enjoyable and frightening at the same time. Even now, I still go there. Even now, I still go there.
Okay.
Okay, that is your tense. That is present perfect tense.
Yeah.
I still go there when I have a chance. The entry. The entry fees are affordable. So in a informal letter, we would say it is cheap to get in to, or tickets are cheap.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, please don't stress out. Yeah, that's good. That's right. So don't worry about the price. You can let me know before you purchase,
Okay.
not ED, just purchase your flight. All right. So after flight, you would have a comma. Because its sentence is doing two things.
Okay. Yeah.
You're telling him what to do and then you're confirming with a question. No rush. So, no rush. There's plenty of time. If you have a better idea, just share that. No S, just share that with me. We can work it out. I'm looking forward to meeting you in Melbourne soon. Love, Siri. Yep, awesome, perfect, very good. All right, how are you going, Solo? Did you just put yours in then? Yep. Okay. So can you make those changes, Syria, that I said, if you remember? So make the changes and then I'll check again. All right. Hello, my friend. Nice. That's how I write my messages. Hello, my friend. I can't believe you're coming to spend your birthday with me. That's nice. With the exclamation mark is good. And that's good informal language as well to use it that way. It's like a dream come true and just in the right time. Do you mean just at the right time? Like now is a good time?
I
Or
mean,
just
when
in?
a friend comes to spend the birthday is the right time.
So that sentence you would say, it's like a dream come true and just at the right time.
So when do you use in the right time? Or you
In
don't
the
use
right, Not really. You wouldn't really say in the right time. I'll meet you in the right place. But I will meet you in the right place, but I will meet you at the right time.
Okay.
And of course you can stay with me. Yep, that's good. Maybe don't start a sentence with and. Even formal, it just doesn't, like if you're writing, if you're talking, it's different. And of course you can stay with me. I know what you're trying to say, but just start your sentence with of course.
Okay.
Or you would put a comma before the and. So do you remember, that's good, that comma works really well there. Do you remember that I told you about the music festival? It is the same week you're coming, so I was thinking that we can go and spend the whole day there. Yep, awesome. Also, and that's a good way to, instead of using and, also, Andy wants to make a party in his cabin in Grampians. Okay, so we would say, Andy wants to have a party. So is this for your friend? The party is for your friend? Or is it just a party anyway?
It's just a party.
Yeah, okay. So Andy
So
wants,
it's about have a party.
yeah, have a party. If it was for just for your friend, it would be Andy wants to give you a party.
Okay.
But Andy wants to have a party in his cabin in the Grampians. What are the Grampians?
What do you mean?
Are they mountains?
I think I've never been there.
In the
It's a
Grampians.
national park.
Okay, yeah, okay. So it's in the Grampians. I think we should go because I know how much you love it there. Let me know what you think about Andy's party. Do not worry about the tickets. I've got them already. Yep, awesome, perfect. I'll start to clean the spare room. I'm so happy. Love Soleil. Yep, that's really good, Soleil. That's excellent. It's really, really nice. So can you make those corrections and write it again?
Yeah.
If you remember what I said. Okay, Nadia, if you can try to get your request
Yes.
sentence. So
yes, but I'm not sure it's only question. It's good. Or
whatever you want. Put whatever you want and I will help you make it better, or it's probably might be perfect.
sent.
How's your life going? That's good. Excellent. Perfect. That's really good to ask a friend, especially a friend that you don't speak too much. How's your life going? What's happening with you? How are your 5 dogs? How are your companies doing? Yep. So she owns companies?
Yeah.
Okay, Yep,
Yeah.
that's perfect. How are your 5 dogs? How are your companies doing? Yep, that's exactly perfect. Yep. So now I want you to go back up to the 8 points and you've still got your finishing parts now. So you've got, where is it? Okay, so you've just done request, which is asking her about her dogs and a company and her life. Now you want to signal that you're closing, so you might just say, anyway, I better go, or I'll see you soon, or something that just sort of signals I'm about to go, and then you say goodbye, Nadia, or with love, Nadia, something
Yes.
like that. So you
Okay.
so you've sort of got one sentence and then your name and goodbye sort of thing. So 2 sentences,
Okay.
2 short ones. Yeah. Okay, Syria. No worries. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Oh, she's gone already. I'm talking to no one. All right, so if we just wrap up with Sole correcting her, what I said to correct, Nadia is finishing off her letter. That will be perfect time to finish off the class. Are you in my red class, Sole, after this?
I think so, yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'm sure that you are. And Nadia, are you in green or red now?
Sorry?
Will you be in green today or red? I think green.
In green, maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay, so you'll be with Jerry.
Yeah, I'm red.
All right, no worries. How are you going with your corrections, Soleil?
Good. I just about to. Mm,
And I hope to see. Yep, perfect. Perfect, Nadia. That was really good. You wrote an excellent letter today. Love it.
You.
So I don't know if you want to copy all that onto another document and keep it, because that was really good what you did.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
if you want to do that, well, as soon as I get Soleil's letter, we'll say goodbye. But if you want to do that while we're waiting, yeah, that's really good work. You should keep that for next time.
Oh, yeah, my class is green. Green class.
Okay. With Miss.
I couldn't do like copy paste of the text. I had
No, it's annoying, isn't it? I hate that. Yeah, me too. Yeah,
it took me a lot.
I know. I hate that. It's so annoying. I forget as well. I always try to copy and then it's like, oh, that's right. So do you remember that I told you it is the same week you're coming and we can spend the whole day there. Also, Andy wants to have a party in his cabin in the Grampians. Perfect. I think we should go because I know how much you love it there. Let me know what you think about Andy's party. Do not worry about it. I've already got them. I'll start. Yeah, awesome, Soleil. Beautiful. Okay, so how did you find the class today, Soleil?
Really nice. Remembering old times.
Oh, good. Oh, that's a lovely way to think about it. Yeah, it is nice. When, as I kept saying, when you write a informal letter, it's really nice. We want to tell our friends and family how we feel. Really, that's why we're doing it, and finding out about how they feel and if they're doing well. And it's lovely. And if you go back to that structure, the 8 steps, you can use that for any type of writing. So we will do formal, informal, complaint if you have a problem, request if you need information from your real estate agent or from the gas company. Okay, but we'll still keep using those 8 steps. All right, so you guys did really well today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nadia, I hope you enjoy your green class, and
Thank-
I will probably see you on Thursday.
Okay. It's
Okay.
very
all
good
right.
looking your Miss Nadine. I miss
Yeah,
you. I
yeah,
miss
me
your class in
too.
a grammar class. I like.
I know. I was
Good.
wondering where you've been. Have you been? Did you go back to Colombia?
No, I'm from Chile.
Oh,
You Colombia.
you're both from Chile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course you've got the same last name. Are you related?
Yes. Yes. My family. Sole is my family. Gonzalez.
Oh, I didn't know that. There we go. Oh, wow, that's lovely. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, ladies, I will
Okay.
see you very soon, Soleil, and I'll see you on Thursday, Nadia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye. See you.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, Nadia.
Ciao.
Beautiful.